Hey, it is Take Out the Trash Tuesday. And my goodness, Miss Chantel, did you give us a lot of trash? Um, it's not that I'm late to the party on this one, it's that it was so much to digest. I was pretty aghast by what I saw. It was, I even, I talked to my mom about this a little bit, and we're just amazed that there can be a 40-year-old woman out there in the world that is somehow making money off YouTube and is this vulgar. Really. I don't think there's any time in my life, and I know for a fact there wouldn't have been for my mom, because she's certainly much more pure than I am, that I would have ever said, if you're right, I will bow down and suck your D. How did that slip out of your mouth? Why would you ever say that? Like, you're degrading yourself in saying that. That, are there not better ways of proving that you were right? If they got the story wrong, that it wasn't Charlie Gold who had been doxxed, it was somebody else, and you were just, stomping your feet on this one because you knew it wasn't that creator that you doxed, it was somebody else that you did. Because it's not like you don't. You could have redirected that conversation at any time and said, yeah, I did some things that I'm not proud of in my past, and I'm trying to move forward from that. And here are my plans to do better content. You know what I mean? You could have, but instead, you just sat there, smiled like you had no idea what to do. You didn't want to leave because you were so pleased to be there and let them see pictures of your box, right? Very excited to let those men see pictures of your box. That was startling. It was pretty bad. Okay, let's see what Yaba has to say about her you didn't break up with me, I broke up with you video.
Summer Cat says she joined the cash cow level 999. Now that sounds more believable. Thank you for that. Thank you all for clearing that up. Right, Fondue Pondu? Hey, Drama Fiend, good to see you.
Yeah, Chantel, we knew that you were interviewing because of the way the conversation was going amongst the panelists. So it was an interview. And you can't redirect the story at this point because you can't take that video down. You made it on somebody else's channel. You didn't make a penny for it. And it's history now. It's there. By the way, we were looking more into the Syria story as well, and your friends there, the rebels who took over, are a designated terrorist group. Okay? So there's that. And I'm fairly certain ISIS still has control of the West, and there are troubles with the Kurds fighting with Turkey up in the north. But all right, you do you.
Somebody posted with tears she bought. Yeah, I'm going with the 999 one. For sure. Can you imagine Salah listening back at the shit show? I would have paid for his reaction. And that's what they need to realize. That's the kind of shit that's going to line their pockets. That's the kind of stuff we want to see. His raw reaction to Cutie going on that panel, but it'll never happen.
No.
Hey, Drama B, I'm late. Did I miss any good Yaba stories? None today, Drama B, none today. But thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the support.
And Yaba, I did have a timer on. I actually had you set to play when you aired this morning, and I fell asleep probably 5 minutes before you started. But Sally and I enjoyed a good cuddle.
Hello. Hello. Hello, Foodie Beauties. Hey, Fallen Angel. So to get the members only stream is 5 or 10. To get to the Discord, it's 100.
Oh,
interesting. Okay. Interesting. Thank you, Fallen.
Wow. Okay. And it's been stated that she has access to the Discord. Wow. Wasted investment, girl.
On Angel for that information. I know, right, Sam? And thank you for your support, hun. It's paying anything for what it is that gets me. Oh, same, Hot Wasabi. Same. The fact that she had to pay for that humiliation, right, is top tier. But just imagine if it was $100. Because $100 in their situation is really going to fucking sting. I mean, she might not be able to get a grocery haul for a week or something if she was to pay that $100. Just think about that. Sky.
Oh, she might have to eat the shit she bought last week that is on death's door. Okay.
Excuse you. Why don't you simmer down? Simmer down. Simmer down. We love you so much. Thank you for your support. Because I'm telling you, $100 would have really hurt. I'm just saying. But yes, hilarious regardless. Agreed.
Love her now.
I'm Muslim. I don't celebrate Christmas. Like every opportunity she has, she likes to remind us how Muslim she is and that she doesn't celebrate Christmas. And I love that she made this little, and I know it's old, but still worth mentioning, worth noting that she has her Christmas cameo and her ho ho ho. Fuck off.
From me, they can keep forever and ever. Get yours now. And yes, I am Muslim, but I can still wish you a happy
I can still take your Christmas bucks. Get yours today and don't.
Okay, and seriously, you have been so offensive to Christians, and your husband has been offensive to Christians. So why in the world would you try and profit off of us?
Delay.
holiday. Get your cameo today.
Well, hello guys. Welcome back.
The next day. So she went to bed. What do you think? What time do you think that Cutie finally laid her head down on her pillow, strapped her CPAP to her face, and fell asleep? Do you think that she had the talk? The talk? Do you need to block Sky? He's skating on thin ice, Manning. Do you think that she had the talk with Salah to let him know exactly what she did? Or did she wait until she was awake?
Yeah, she had to release a lot of adrenaline after that experience, for sure. So she needed to call all of the people who would pat her ass, you know?
When he already found that out himself. Do you think that she tried to get to him before the haters did, is my question? More than likely, she had that talk with Salah before she laid her head down on her pillow with her CPAP strapped to her face. How was your sleep, Cutie? Mm-hmm. Are you well rested? What a night, huh?
Another video. So, I was on LOLCow live panel yesterday.
Yeah.
And I thought I would talk about that. But here's a brief clip from me being on the panel.
Pay close attention to the clip that she posted. This is hilarious. I mean, it was the only safe clip out of the entire interview that she felt like it would be okay. And she also thought that this was a flex. Because listen to what she says.
I like it because you know what? But you'll have to probably give her a few bucks for her hijab wardrobe fund. So if you got a few extra bucks to...
I got my own fund. I'm a boss bitch, man. I can afford my own wardrobe.
I said, I'm a boss bitch, man. I can afford my own wardrobe. And don't worry, Okay, she also made sure to shout Salah out in this little clip as well. Fallen Angel says, Cutie, we know you're watching. Give us Salah's reaction. Yes, Cutie, give us what we want. She never will. She won't do it. Fallen Angel, thank you for your support.
I think it could work, Keem.
Salah's reaction is going to be in her archive of time right next to getting out of the boat in Thailand when the two men assisted her.
Plus, my husband just bought me blah, blah, unaudible. Can't hear it. Can't understand exactly what she claims that Salah just bought her. Is she trying to say that Salah just went out and bought her some outfits? Some new abayas? Some new hijabs? Is that what you're saying, Cutie? You want us to believe that? Then where are they? Why aren't you wearing them? Let me listen again.
For her hijab wardrobe fund. So if you got a few extra bucks
I got my own fund. I'm a boss bitch, man. I can afford my own wardrobe.
I think it could work, Keem. I think it could work.
Listen,
My husband just bought me. Can't hear what she says. Not sure exactly what she's trying to say. I would imagine the only thing that I can imagine that QD was saying that goes along with what this woman is talking about is that Salah bought her new abayas and hijabs. And to that, I say, where the fuck are they? Because you've been wearing the same thing since the last time that you went abaya shopping in Bangkok, I believe? Your Grandpa Joe gown, that Hawaiian shirt looking thing that does not button any longer.
She literally called it the Grandpa Joe gown the other day, too, on one of her, I don't know if it was one of the videos or one of the lives or something, because I always see it clipped up on reaction channels. But I know that she's also been trying to get into dabbling with the idea of doing merchandise. Girl, I mean, you have a perfect opportunity to have a market here for 6X. If it's that difficult to find 6X clothes, which is clearly you can't fit anything smaller than 6X. Why don't you do the homework on that and create a wardrobe collection for your following, which are also a bunch of ginormous bedbound people.
So where are these new items that Salah bought you, and why have we not heard anything about them? Anything that happens in your life, anything that Salah does for you, you want to immediately come on your channel and tell everybody about them. But yet, this is the first that we've heard of Salah buying you anything. Look at the lie on her face, the nervousness, knowing that we know better than that. I think she chose that clip to imply they are being Islamophobic. She has to be the victim. That could be true as well, Trisha.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being a member. Nana Spike T, I think it's coming for sure. Hey, Discarded Roses.
Well, I mean, at least.
So I wanted to talk a bit about that. So LOLCow Live is a live show consisting of panel of LOLCows. In the LOLCow Live.
Wow, thank you, Captain Obvious. You're so descriptive, so good at this. This is great. My goodness. By the way, you probably do have pink eye, and folks are right. It's because you're so unhygienic. You're touching your nose, you're touching your eyes, you're touching your ass, you're touching your eyes. You are all over the place, not washing your hands and getting germs everywhere. And you touch feral street animals. Right? Wow.
Show it has Boogie 2988 and Wings of Redemption. And Keemstar is the host and owner of the show. He's the mastermind behind everything. Now, Keemstar is a very...
Sarah says, left nostril is swollen again. Snowflake, snowflake. We all know what that means. Totally possible, Sarah. Are you dabbling, cutie? Is that what's happening? Are you dabbling? Probably.
smart creator, very smart businessman, and he is planning on making a whole bunch of shows. His most recent project is LOLCow Queens, which would consist of a similar show to the LOLCow Live, but it would have an all-female.
The problem with this show in you, Cutie, is that you won't fucking play your role. You don't know your place. Like, your place, where you would fit on that show, because when you think about the clout, the quote-unquote clout that Chantel could bring with her, it's totally there. It's totally possible that she could definitely help that show have lots of viewers if she would know her fucking place. Now, with that, I mean, she would literally have to get up on this panel and listen to people, read in chat, and have her co-host respond to things that are said in chat about the decisions that she's made about her channel. And it would constantly be that tension. Nobody's going to come in there and be your friend and be nice to you. Like, you're literally would go in there being the bad guy. And if you're not willing to go on their panel and be the bad guy and play the bad guy role, they're not going to be interested. I mean, honestly, would they even be interested in her playing that role? It would be fucking hilarious. It really would. But she won't.
I mean, first of all, they probably would want her back at this point because it was such a disaster and it probably got them a lot of views, right? But the other reason she can't do a show like that is she hates women. And so she's going to be combative and disagreeable and, just a contrarian on every single episode. It's going to be uncomfortable. Maybe they would want something like that, but I think that they are afraid that she would kill their channel the same way she's killing her own channel.
Do it. She will not fall into her place. Hey, AK, what are you doing here, Chantel? Is called cope. Yes, cope and seethe. Hot Discord rejects, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months, hon. Someone seriously needs to send that.
I literally had no chance.
Send that LOLCow live to the Kuwait Ministry of the Interior. Love y'all. Love you too, girl. Thank you for the support. I'm sure everything. Listen, anything that Chantel does on her channel, unfortunately for her, I'm sure is archived and sent directly where it needs to go. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Cutie, did he buy you the Holy Bible and a silver crucifix on a 3-foot rope? Wicked Crafter, thank you for the support, hun. You would have to play your role. You would have to know your place to go on a panel like that, to be a guest, and know that you're going to be the villain. You're going to be the bad guy. You're going to take a lot of quote-unquote abuse from your panel guest. You're also going to take a lot of abuse from the chat. She doesn't want to play that part. She wants to be the victim. Like she is when she's talking about Snifford and Yo Mama. And
well, when she breaks up or he finally kicks her out, she is going to play the victim. Because she's already established that his fetish is based on humiliation, right? Degradation, humiliation. And she's like, he wouldn't do that to his wife. Really? I think we've all seen the vlogs where he is catching bad angles of you, making you do things you don't want to do. And you've even had to mute and have words with him, right? Why you included that. You could have edited that out, but okay.
Now she becomes the victim. That's why she likes those people so much, because they make her the victim. She doesn't want to be the villain. She doesn't want to be the bad guy. She doesn't want to argue back and forth and have to discuss the thing that she's done on her channel with the panel guest. So they're not there to defend you and talk about what a poor you are from Girl World Reactors. Oh my gosh, they talk about the content that you upload on your channel. No, she needs the panel guest to tell her what a victim she is. And when they didn't do that, she's not interested. She is only interested in communities who are willing to make her the victim that she thinks she is. And without that, it's a no from her.
Male panel. And I guess, one of those members confirmed for sure is Tina D from The Kid Behind the Camera. I'm not really familiar with all that lore. So yeah, but okay.
Hey, thanks for the shout out on that one, because like a lot of people actually want to follow her now. So good job in dropping her name.
I am a watcher of the show. I do enjoy putting on the LOLCow Live with Wings, Boogie, and Keem. And the reason I like to do that is I like their dynamic, their banter. I like, though, when they do what I've discovered, I guess, recently about what I like about the show is I like the more lighthearted content when they're all, getting along and they're all doing something interesting, like when they went to the Halloween haunts, when Boogie's picking up trash by the road, as a punishment. I like that kind of content. What I don't really enjoy, I've noticed about the show is I don't like the,
Did you like it when they made him get a tattoo on his face that said, sorry, I'm sneezing, liar? Did you like that? He had to get a tattoo on his face that said liar.
The back and forth, the just extreme hate, name calling, shouting, the drama.
You don't want to be the villain. Mm-hmm. That would be your role on that panel. That is your role on YouTube, unfortunately. You are the villain of YouTube. It's true. You refuse to accept that, but that is your role. That is why you don't want to be on that panel. You don't want to hear what people have to say. You don't want to be called out for your shit. So you're going to take your little fucking cookies and you're going to go home.
Kind of thing. And it just kind of like brings me in like a negative space. And I guess it also just kind of reminds me of times where I'm angry and I let my anger get the better of me and I rage, or how I used to rage really bad and just be more that way. And
dude, you're always in a negative space. You're always eating your feelings. I'm sorry, the temp is changing, and so every time temp changes, I have a sneezing fit. And on top of it, we have Santa Ana winds, so the air quality is not great here in SoCal today.
So I'm going to explain why I am not...
You want to know the difference between then and now, cutie? You're the same person. Your behavior is exactly the same. What does it feel like to be... Anything, it's gotten worse. Because back in the day, before she went in Kuwait, she really didn't acknowledge reactors that often. It was rare. And that's when it was so fun, because she would never acknowledge reactors. And when she did, we was like, ooh, yes, something different, finally, In present day, it's constantly, like daily, reacting to the reactors. And that shit gets old really, really fast. You're worse than what you were. The only difference is now you will not display all of your behavior. You hide it. Just because you hide who you are doesn't mean that you're not still that person. Seattle Sapphire, hello, girl. She does not want to look like the fool she is. She does not want to accept that. That's for sure. Thank you for the super chat.
Going to audition for the LOLCow Queens show, and I did get approached by somebody from their docket team. Very, very nice person, by the way, if you're watching. Thank you so much for thinking about me. And
she cannot control the narrative. She will not. They will not make her the victim.
I'm sure that they're going to have a response. Like Chantel, you know that they're going to dispute what you said on this video.
For those of you who thought that I would be a good fit for that show, I don't know if that's a compliment or not, considering if you've watched the show. Look, the show, it's meant to be a dumpster fire. That's what is the entertainment value of that show. It's LOLCow Live. So I find it very hilarious seeing in the comments all of my very, very, very dedicated haters. I see you. And it's the same one since I started my channel, all just really trying to ruin this opportunity for me, any opportunity they can.
Wow, you clearly had a light bulb go off about your vulgar personality, right? That happened. Okay.
Girl, you were seriously delusional. How could these people ruin this opportunity for you? Oh, what, you mean going over there and talking about all the things that you've laid out on your platform for the last, 8 years at this point? Who's responsible for that, cutie? You are.
And they don't realize that they're just promoting me more. Like, the more messy you make me seem, the more...
Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at what's going on with Chantel's channel to see if The haters, by talking about everything that Chantel's on her channel, is really boosted her view count.
Okay.
Here we go. 6.9, 6.4, 4.9, 5.3, 7.6, 11K, 7.8, 6.48K, 5.6, 7.1, and 7.2. I just don't think that's the case. Nice try, though. It's almost as if you're trying to do some kind of, I don't know, maybe like reverse psychology bullshit. Maybe if I tell them that they're only helping my channel, they'll stop. Maybe they won't come over there and talk about how I abused an elderly cat if I tell them all they're doing is making me money. Well, the numbers are right there on your channel, cutie. We can see that your channel is still in real time tanking. Hey, Duncan, she's saying she can be on panel with men, but it's a no to being on panel with the women. Yes. Tina and the Callie look alike. Oh, God. Duncan, that's exactly what she's saying. She's cool with the dudes, but when it comes to the women, it's a hard pass for her. And no.
Well, and on top of it, she cannot be in a room filled with men in Kuwait. I'm not understanding the psychology behind how she's not allowed to be around men in Kuwait, but she can say all kinds of inappropriate things and encourage these men to circulate a prawn picture of her vajayjay. I mean, what were you thinking? How do you go from, I can't be around men because I'm a pious Miriam now, to, yeah, you can all look at it. It's cool. Yes, my box is out there. Right? That's what you did, girl?
Nobody's shocked about that. Thank you for the support, hun. They milked this cow for content and mostly her reaction. She thought she was going to do the milking. She sure did, Bergie. Thank you for the super chat. She thinks she's better than most of the people on that panel, if not all. Yeah. Exactly, Yaba. Thank you so much for your support. Love the name again. Hey, Claire. There's only one host on that show, and it's Daniel Keem. The fact that Boogie and Wings think they are host is why they and Chantel are LOLCows. Egomaniacs that can be stage managed. Ooh, that's a burn. Claire, thank you for that banger.
Well, and that crap smile she had on her face every time she was getting burned was, I mean, just brilliant. It just showed such unintelligence that she was incapable of coming up with arguments against what they had. I mean, I couldn't imagine booking somebody like that for a panel. Like, you get a reaction out of her for one episode, sure. But how are you going to milk that forever? She's too stupid. Let's be real.
Wonder Woman says, Tina D pulled a K-Dot and popped out to show her something. Shredded her for filth. Sue-hoo, cutie. The Wonder Woman, banger. Thank you, girl. That was pretty fucking funny, actually. Jordy City of Thieves, hey, good to see you, girl. Her OG self slipped out. Chantel cannot change. She can't change her diet. She can't change her triggers. She can't change who she is, period. We got something for that.
Period.
That's right, Jordy. Thank you so much for your support, hun.
Wow.
Big facts.
Outlandish you make me seem, the more that's going to pique interest for the show. There are people on the show, I mean, like Boogie cancer before. I mean, it's not a show of virtuous people. That's not the point of it. Okay.
I love how she likes to point out something that somebody else did wrong. I mean, there's one person that's on there. He's totally fake cancer. So me abusing a cat, is no big deal. Unfortunately, you still rank lower than that person, in my opinion, cutie.
I mean, he has redeemed himself, whatever. He's done his punishment, but
I think, the whole spread for bread thing was the big topic.
My point is, if you're looking for...
Ooh, Keem is an opportunist and didn't see one in her. Imagine that, Brandon. Sucks to suck, cutie. Thank you for your support, hun.
A panel of angels. You're not going to find it on LOLCow. And if you did have very virtuous people on there, people would be bored and not watch. And that's a fact, okay? So, and Keemstar's smart, and he knows this. So it's basically like a Jerry Springer of YouTube, kind of, maybe worse. So, I had to decline politely auditioning for any spot on any of the shows. I went up last night, and honestly, I kind of regret it because, and I'm not crapping.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you regret going on that panel? I would love to be a cockroach on the deluxe fart box wall to hear what the reaction was from Salah when he found out exactly everything that Chantel said on that panel. Holy shit. My favorite part was when he said he needed a good-looking woman. Doesn't he know Cutie is better looking than 90% of YouTube, and she has pretty privilege? You could see the horror in her face when he said that. She was like, but I'm right here. I'm right here. You're looking at her. It's me. It's Foodie Beauty. You hear? Beauty. Foodie Beauty.
They introduced her as the ugly fat fuck or something like that. I mean, it was... She should have known right in that moment. If it was me going onto a panel and I was introduced with such a horrible term like that, I would say, I think that maybe we need to cancel this because it sounds like you are here to just come after me, and that was not my perception of what this was going to be, right? Like, you're not a grown-up, Chantel. You don't know how to just politely decline and get out and save yourself from what is happening. You know, I'm happy to discuss all sorts of things about social media with you. I have a lot of experience. I can talk to you about building channels. I can give you, the business aspects of it. But I'm not going to be here if you're going to start off so hostile, right?
Beauty! Thank you for the super chat.
The show at all. The show is what it is, and I knew that. So it was totally my decision to go up, and
you thought you were going to be so popular that people were going to be so giddy to have a conversation with the one Foodie Beauty. Oh my God, hey Cutie, hey! Oh, we've seen those mean that Slimer. I mean, she's really something. She's so nasty to you, and she stole your cat. That's what like that movie Christmas Story. You know how Ralphie, it's yes. Ralphie, right? The main character? Okay, yeah. How he's always like daydreaming like he did with the BB gun. These are exactly Cutie's daydreams before she got actually invited and sent a link to go onto that panel. Those are the conversations that she thought was going to be had on that panel. And boy, oh boy, was it the complete fucking opposite. Cockroach, whatever.
It just made me...
Well, she's also very much Ralphie's little brother who sticks his face in the mashed potatoes and eats it up like the piggy. All right, I'm going to take a quick break because so this is at 34 minutes or something. Okay. All right. Let's try this again.
Me feel like I'm going against principles that I'm trying to live by, hashing up old stuff about my life that happened 3 years ago. I'm not that person anymore.
Well, it was actually 2 years ago, but okay. Who's counting?
I don't do OF content. I would never anymore. Whatever happened in my relationship.
Shut up. Let it go, damn it.
Mm-hmm. We've been moving on from that. I just don't want, stupid things like...
Dude, she was so proud. She was so proud when these men were looking at her OF material of her box, right? That she was raving about how awesome it looked. That was a hard conversation to watch. The whole forest, she can't even see it, you guys. Like, how is she supposed to be trimming up down there? And she clearly is not going to go to a salon to get it done. It's going to be a forehead. It's gross. She is the only person who can control her health and her size. And so she has to live with the fact that her naughty bits are disgusting. That's right, Chantel. Your naughty bits are disgusting.
Accusations from years and years ago that are just like, it's totally irrelevant now. I have no interest in, screaming back and forth.
If you're watching, Dad, Sue Slimer and Tina, yes.
To generate views. It's just not something I'm very interested in anymore in life, I guess. I think yesterday, me being in
Fuck off, dude. I swear to God, let it go.
in that environment kind of confirmed it for me.
Did you just not hear that hilarious story and all you all can focus on is cock rot or whatever the fuck that came out of my mouth? Dude, I'm telling you, she heard these stories in her head. She played them over multiple times. She daydreamed going on this panel and just, oh, it's Foodie. Hey, Foodie, I'm so sorry for all the mean things that those people say about you. I really think your dad should sue Slimer. So nice to have you here. Yeah, you are like prettier than 90%.
A hot and steamy au jus is the king of dips. It enhances the
women on YouTube. Look at the amazing, beautiful husband you managed to bag. You are just so amazing, cutie. How did you manage to grow your channel? We love your mukbangs. They're absolutely the best mukbangs ever on YouTube. Those were the thoughts that were going through her head. Exactly, Yaba said, Keem is rich, attractive, dating a model. Foodie Beauty thinks they're on the same level. Delusional. Oh my God, she has so much in common with fucking Keemstar. Wow. I failed to realize how much you had an actual, it's just, dude, wow. Let me just take a moment here. Keemstar's rich. Cutie thinks she's rich, right? We always hear about how much money they have. They have a brand new 2025 Temu mobile. They have a fart box. She has all the grocery deliveries a girl could ask for. They get to order takeout every single night. She also...
Their lobby exits to a dumpster that is overflowing and has trash all along the side of it, and a dirt lot that is used not only for their building but for transporting labor employees to their jobs, I guess. Yeah, looks wonderful, girl.
Believes that she's dating a model. She also believes that she's YouTube famous. It's like they're fucking twins. I can barely tell them apart. It's true. Cautious Observer says, shut up, cutie. You welcomed a review of your vagina. Just saying. So true, Cautious Observer. Thank you for the support. Fondue Pondu says, TED Talk with glossy green teeth is a vibe. Only Chantel would I sit here and listen to a TED Talk with her green, disgusting, sticky-looking teeth. You're right. Can we get a Tina emoji? I know we just met, but I love when I feel it. Ooh, is she who shits herself? We'll see. Maybe. Thank you for the support. She's rich in cream cheese and butter.
I am trying to say my opinion without being a total sounding snobby, because I'm not.
No, just tell us how you feel, cutie. Go ahead. The floor is yours. She is so concerned that they are going to drag her for filth. Like, she is still recovering from the ass whooping that she took the other day, that she needs to tread lightly on what she says about the panel guest.
I don't want to just partake in that kind of content for views or money. You know, I thought it would be a fun opportunity because, you know, I saw the dynamic that the LOLCow live cast have together, and it looks fun. It looks like they've developed a friendship, you know, and they have fun doing it. So for me, I wasn't really just thinking, you know, of money potential. I was thinking of more of like networking.
I was thinking about making all my haters super jealous because I was on this totally cool, famous podcast panel. That's what really got your attention, wasn't it, cutie? Just be honest about the situation.
Like building friendships and stuff, but I don't think that that's the type of content that LOLCow queens will be. I don't really just want to...
As she's telling this story, there is a fly circling around her head. Let's tap it back.
You know, and they have fun doing it. So for me, I wasn't really just thinking, you know, of money potential. I was thinking of more of like networking, like building friendships and stuff, but I don't think that that's the type of content that LOLCow queens will be. I don't really just want to, you know, be screamed at and yelled at all day and night, or for a few hours or whatever. It's just not something that I find pleasurable, and I get...
So what you're saying is you don't want to go on their panel and be the villain that you are. Gotcha. Noted. 5 minutes with other men and she's thinking about D. Ayana, it's so true because she gets none in the situation, whatever it is with Salah. Thank you for your support, hun. Freya's cat said, oh my God, she's lonely. She wanted to become friends, but wait. Freya's cats, thank you for your support. I thought you made friends in Kuwait. I thought you were hanging out with all these friends and you had people to talk to, and you thought you were going to go on this panel of people and make friends because that's how lonely you are when Salah leaves you in the fart box, just you and Julia, and he's off in the Temu car that you pay for with your YouTube coin, and you have nobody to talk to. Can't talk to anybody else on the internet because that always backfires on your ass. So you think the next best option is to get on a panel and then you don't have to worry about it. At least the conversations will be out in the public. You don't have to worry about anything happening behind the scenes, and it'll all be just amazing. You'll be able to have something to do to kill the time until Salah gets home from fucking whatever bitches he's out fucking home. Love that for you.
Well, and I think, Chantel, you need to understand that this, to everybody on that panel, would be considered work relationships. And most people do not consider their work relationships actual friendships. You're not going to happy hour with them afterwards. You're not doing things with them at their houses, you know, meeting their families and shit. Oh my God, do I have stories to tell, but not today.
Keems wanted someone pretty. Cutie wasn't it. Oh, hell no. I can agree with that. Thank you for being a member for 10 months.
And I don't want to, like, dredge up my past for entertainment as well. Of course, people are probably still going to ruminate over it, talk about...
Without that, ma'am, without your past, without the things that's going on in your life present day, where is the entertainment? What value do you hold to be a panel guest on that show if they can't talk about your past? If they can't talk about things going on present day with your situation with Salah, if you say, no, I'm a private person, then why would they be interested? What are you bringing to the table other than somebody to be laughed at?
About it, rewatch all the old stuff. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's not who I am anymore. And whether you think that I'm wearing a costume or not is, you know, it's... I'm not here to convince people anymore, especially haters, of anything. I'm just here to live my life, and that's
a lot of talking with the hands.
it. Like, I'm just, that's totally up to you what you think of me. That's not my business anymore, basically. But, you know.
I feel like I've heard that before, but please keep repeating yourself.
No, I am a Muslim revert, and I haven't been acting accordingly, like, especially being on that show. So, and engaging in negativity, acknowledging.
See, this is where Salah's got everything fucked up, okay? This is where he should have did his research before he decided to move a stranger over to his country that was going to pay for his lifestyle. This is where he's really got everything fucked up. Keem wants a super hot woman. Who's hotter than Cutie? I know no one hotter than Cutie. Okay, exactly, Yaba. Thank you for your super chat. I really feel like it. And you kind of get that when he was talking about their couple.
I have to ask.
Or whatever, and he was big mad because people were reacting to it. Like, he is still as delusional as Chantel. Deep down, though, Chantel knows. Like, her whole shtick is being laughed at. Her whole shtick is being a cow on the internet. So she's saying that she needs to act more, she needs to play her part, which is what she's saying is be more Muslim-like, whatever that is. I'm sure it's nothing like what she puts on the internet. But if that's the case, if she starts being not who she is and who we want to see, how is this woman going to continue to pay for your lifestyle? Because that is what pays the bills. Chantel's showing her ass, humiliating herself, humiliating other people in her life. Salah's family, her family is what people want to see. They don't want to see Chantel being a Muslim woman who follows all of those whatever it is. They don't want to see that shit. Just like she said about their show earlier, how if people were on there and they weren't, who they are, nobody would want to watch that. So you got yourself in what we like to call around here a pickle, didn't you, Cutie? Salah, you too, you as well. She thought she would be the one taking the shots at others, not the one taking the shots. Yes, it's that ego that makes her so delusional.
It's also the fact that every time she does a live, she has complete control over the chat. So there is not going to be any, people in there asking questions or having statements that disagree with what she's doing, right? She has complete control over the conversation during her lives. But in a panel situation, it's impossible for this woman to realize that she has to figure out what it is to be an equal. She can't do that.
And I agree with that 100%. Thank you so much for the support. Bye, Bryce says it's my birthday. My birthday wish is for Gunther to hum along to the birthday tune. Bruh, we can make that happen. Congratulations on making it another year and happy birthday to you. Now I gotta listen back on the replay, see what that sound like. Happy birthday, hun.
Haters, in acknowledging negativity, retaliating against haters.
So what you mean is you're gonna suck all the entertainment out of your channel? Then what the fuck is anybody gonna be there for? I mean, we're barely hanging on now, as is. That's when something like this happens. It's a big deal throughout the community. Like when Salah cheated on you with Cabela, and it was discovered that he had a scat fetish, and he was barking and grape fetishes, and you know the story. It was such a big deal. Not that it wouldn't have been anyways, but man, we're just holding on with these things that happen every 6 months or so with you and Mr. Burden himself. And
also, if you want to claim that this is a humiliation fetish, which it might be, why was he asking her how much money she made and whether she could have children? She was queuing, he was queuing her up to replace you already. And we don't know how many times he's done this, but you probably do.
You want to take that all away from us? I mean, go ahead, I suppose. But again, you will only be hurting your own channel.
Swearing way too much. Just doing a lot of things that are just against principles that I'm trying to follow now in life. So
everything's always try with Cutie. Trying to lose weight. Trying to follow these principles in life. Is there anything that you're actually going to accomplish? Is there anything that you're just going to say, you know what, I'm going to stop trying and I'm just going to start doing? When can we expect that to happen? Can we please get Julia's response to this panel? Freya's cats, Yes, when the time's right. Yes. Thank you so much for your support.
That's the main reasons that, I don't feel that the show is the right fit for me anymore. Maybe if it was Foodie Beauty from 3 years ago, then yeah, more than likely that would be totally fine. But it's just not something that I feel fits.
I think you would have been just as much of a basket case back then, if not more. You can't take critical feedback, period. And they would have been throwing it at you every time you were on the panel.
The direction of life I'm seeking to go forward in. So, good luck to me, because I have to, it's an onward journey. It's not easy. It's not easy trying to become a better person, but I know in my heart.
I mean, look, even with the position that she would have played on that panel, at least it would have been something. And I don't even know that they would have allowed her to come and actually audition. But let's just say they did. Let's just say they were actually interested in Cutie. At least that would have been fucking something in your life.
That was the audition, Yaba.
Something to do. Something exciting for you. Like, what do you have, Cutie? Other than, honestly, just laying around, sleeping, and being miserable because you're stuck in the Middle East and you refuse to go back home where you really want to be. You're in a relationship where you've caught this man. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you even really want to call that a relationship? Okay, you believe it's a relationship, or at least you claim it's a relationship, so we'll go with it. Hey, Lady Poe, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Oh, no swearing anymore? Shit. Just miserable. Like, every move that he makes, you're wondering, you're constantly thinking, who is he with? Who is he talking to? Who is he texting? What pictures is he looking at? Is he talking to members in my chat? Is he talking to people on YouTube? If I go home to visit, who is he going to have in my apartment? Who does he have in the car that I pay for? These are the thoughts that go through your mind daily. He is out living his life. It's obvious. I mean, you're on the internet 7, 8 o'clock in the morning in live streams. It's not like you're home with your husband sleeping and spending the night together. That's not happening. You're just you're punishing yourself because you think you're spiting the community. And that is so mind-blowing for, I think, all of us. Hey, Callie's Bathroom Studio. She couldn't even handle being on Real Stream News. Yes, she rage quit on that one. I remember. Thank you for the support, hun. Salah and family is mad. Damage control in effect. Oh, for sure. I can agree with that. Thank you so much for your support. It was fun to see her be herself for the first time in ages. Agreed. Exactly, Yaba. Exactly. Thank you for the super chat. Just miserable. Sitting around, sucking and huffing on your CPAP, getting excited about grocery hauls. You've made videos because you finally, for, real license, fake license, doesn't matter, but you're going out and you're driving a car. That's how, pathetic it is for you that you have to announce that you're going out to drive a car. Go home to Canada, where you can drive and go wherever you want. You don't have to ask permission from anybody. Anyway, about it, this little show that you...
And stop paying for whatever you're paying for in Kuwait. However many apartments, however many cars, whatever's going on in Kuwait, take your money back so that you can get a car. You'd probably only have to stay with your mom for a couple months.
Were wanting to be a part of could have been something and you're nothing of a life, and you blew that shit too.
It's what I want to do, and I just have to put the intention in there. I have to put the work in there, and that's what I want to focus on. I want my channel to be super boring. I want my channel to...
Why? This is where I think the punishment for Salah comes in. And you know what? When you think about it, none of it makes sense, regardless, okay? She knows her channel being boring equals no money. Does she really care, though, that her channel's not making money? She doesn't get to spend the money. It goes to his bank account, and then she's allowed to get food, and that's basically it. So I really think the less money that she thinks she makes, and I've said this for a while, the less money for him to go out and hang out with his friends.
To be more wholesome. Like, even the beezing, I want a wholesome bees. I want to just have lighthearted fun. I don't want to have negativity and hate because, honestly, it's just not worth the mental health. So that's why I don't feel like I would be a good fit, like, upon further thought. I was impulsive when they asked me to come on the show. I was like, oh my gosh, like, a little bit starstruck because, Keem has a lot of clout and he's famous on the YouTube streets. And I thought, I'm labeled as a LOLCow. And,
yeah, I quote, I want my channel to be super boring. Who says that? Who says that they want their channel to be super boring? There's no point in doing it. Like, if you want your channel to be super boring, if you do not want people to watch your channel, then why would you even bother? Isn't the point for you to get viewers, for people to watch, for you to collect your coin, cutie?
I felt like if there's anybody that should be on a LOLCow show, especially with women, it should be me on the LOLCow. I'm one of the biggest ones, right? So, but I realized that I'm not like I was before. I haven't done any of those shady behavior things in years. And rages, yeah, still raging against haters, yeah. But that's, again, I'm really trying to just...
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you not totally high in Thailand the whole time you were there? And you shat yourself like 2 or 3 times? Okay.
You think all the snacks were consumed after that panel? Probably.
Challenge myself and just let them talk to themselves. So I really want to just focus on...
I definitely believe the next time that she goes live, and listen, TikTok, she's got to still pay bills. She'll be on eventually. She can't hide forever. She's not going to be able to help herself. The chat is going to keep bringing up the live stream. They're going to keep bringing up the reactors reacting to the podcast or whatever, and she's not going to be able to help herself. She is going to rage, and she's going to rage good. So good. CRR-118. Love your name. I don't know why. Listening in the car with my husband who knows nothing about girl world. Hey, hubby. And trying to explain what's going on is brutal. Just know, CRR-118 husband, we're not insane. And this is the best shit ever, okay? Just let it happen and go with it and support your wife because that's what you're supposed to do. Thank you so much for your support, hun. Very good says she really doesn't want boring. Her face lit the fuck up when they were talking about her cooter. It did. She was thrilled with a smile on her face. You're right, very good. But it's about punishing Salah and keeping him near her. Agreed, very good. Agreed with that. Thank you for your support. She wants a wholesome channel one day after promoting box pics and offering blowies. Mean Kitten, thank you for the support. It's so true.
Lighthearted, fun content.
Just some lighthearted, fun content.
That's all.
An insert clip of Chantel offering to suck dick the day before.
I want to do. So, nothing personal against the show. I'm sure they won't even care, honestly. They won't miss me. But, yeah, it's not something, I don't want to, live in my past and rehash everything and give attention to things that people just want to use to bring me down, to try to bring me down. It's just not what I want to do. So, yeah, I want to continue to try and work on bettering myself. And
I swear to God, trust me, the theme of your memorial is going to be she tried. It's going to be fucking hilarious.
She tried.
Living my life with my, happy little family and,
her happy little family, so pathetic.
My life is not perfect. It never will be. And like I always say, that's fine. I don't mind my...
Pleasing God, not haters.
When the time is right, you too will...
Okay, I had to deal with another loud truck. It is trash day, you guys.
Take her serious, man.
Speckled X. I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy with, the positive.
Are you happy that every time Salah leaves the house, you wondering how deep he is in some other woman's vagina? Is that what you're happy about? Are you happy about the fact that every time Salah is across the room from you and his phone goes off, that you wonder what big titty pretty bitch is texting your man? Is that what you're so happy about, cutie? I'm just saying.
Beezers I have in my life. I have my Beezer army, even if it's not as big as hater army, that's fine.
It's fine.
For me, it's, quality over quantity. I don't, have people...
She said quality over con... Oh, my God. Yes. Like turd drop? Turdy?
In my chat, just saying, B word, C...
Definitely a quality member right there when you got Turdy on your side.
Next Tuesday.
Who's the other one? Tracy?
I hope this person dies. They're disgusting. I hope they stroke out. Just like the nastiest crap, you know? And she...
Nobody says that they hope you stroke out. They just talk about how it's very possible, given the way that you've appeared on your YouTube channel, that you've already suffered from a stroke. See, you're changing shit. You're twisting people's words, cutie. Just like your friends like to do. That's a no-no.
Well, I just love how Trauma Dump, Miss Debbie Downer on her mod team, likes to go in every single live chat and bring down the tone, talking about her own problems. Nice work, girl.
Fondue Pondu says, what's God think about you offering to suck dick? Yes, cutie, we gotta know, please. This is me handing the mic to Chantel for her to answer the question. Thank you, Fondue Pondu. Hey, Tay. Well, hello, everyone. Glad to see everyone. Hoping everyone has a great day. Almost died laughing at the LOLCow Live. We know you want to be messy, cutie. Just let it happen. We are waiting, and we are here to support you when that day comes, okay? Just remember that. Thank you for being a member. Her appearance on the panel was fun because she wasn't fake for the first time in ages. Ooh, exactly, Yaba, exactly. Thank you for the super chat. Let's design a human muzzle in XXXXXXXL. It can mimic the CPAP. Ooh, yes, Duncan. Then she wouldn't have to try anymore, would she?
Bring on someone's downfall.
Thank you.
And just being negative all the time. We just laugh and have a good time most of the time. And that's what I want to continue to do. So I appreciate you guys. I love my Beezers. And, yeah. So, anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Boo! Boo! Go live, cutie! You know you want to. You know you want to tell us all off. Just go ahead.
Okay, that's how much I'll cover up of it, because I also gotta cut out some stuff. But, thank you, Yaba, for covering the content this morning. I literally did try and watch the live stream, but I woke up at 2 in the morning and I had to fall asleep again. Plus, Sally makes me so warm. She curls up with me and then I fall right asleep, right? She's the best cuddly dog ever. In fact, my mom loves her so much that she's coming over like every day now, and has flatly stated that I need to change my will, which, okay, to state that if anything happens to me, she gets Sally. Well, the interesting thing about that, first of all, I'm very flattered that she likes my dog, right? But the second thing is, why do you think my dog's gonna outlive me? I mean, come on. You got no faith? I know I've been having some health problems, but please, come on, Mom. So anyhow, she's coming over right now, so I gotta try and do a little bit of editing real quick, and then I'll put this up. But thank you so much, Yaba. I think you do a great job as a reactor, and that she's been unfair to you a lot, and malicious to you and Sam, right? And I don't really want to be a part of that side of girl world at all. But I'm watching. I think a lot of us watch and just try and process it and try and understand where's the anger coming from, you know? Anyhow, Mom. All right.